Hey guys, Mrs. Yeagle here. This is the bottom of page 175, so the next section of chapter 11. My neck tingled as if somebody else was looking at me. I turned, but it was just a statue of a young girl holding an Easter basket. The detail was incredible, much better than you see in most garden statues. But something was wrong with her face. It looked as if she were startled or even terrified. "Ah," Auntie Em said sadly. "You notice some of my creations do not turn out well. They are marred. They do not sell. The face is the hardest to get right. Always the face." "You make the statues yourself?" I asked. "Oh, yes. Once upon a time, I had 2 sisters to help me in the business. But they have passed on, and Auntie Em is alone. I have only my statues. This is why I make them, you see. They are my company." The sadness in her voice sounded so deep and so real that I couldn't help feeling sorry for her. Annabeth had stopped eating. She sat forward and said, "2 sisters?" "It's a terrible story," Auntie Em said. "Not one for children. You see, Annabeth, a bad woman was jealous of me long ago when I was young. I had a boyfriend, you know, and this bad woman was determined to break us apart. She caused a terrible accident. My sisters stayed by me. They shared my bad fortune as long as they could, but eventually they passed on. They faded away. I alone have survived, but at a price. Such a price." I wasn't sure what she meant, but I felt bad for her. My eyelids kept getting heavier, my full stomach making me sleepy. Poor old lady. Who would want to hurt somebody so nice? "Percy," Annabeth was shaking me to get my attention. "Maybe we should go. The ringmaster will be waiting." She sounded tense. I wasn't sure why. Grover was eating the wax paper off the tray now, but if Auntie Em found that strange, she didn't say anything. "Such beautiful gray eyes," Auntie Em told Annabeth again. "My, yes, it has been a long time since I've seen gray eyes like those." She reached out as if to stroke Annabeth's cheek, but Annabeth stood up abruptly. "We really should go." "Yes." Grover swallowed his waxed paper and stood up. "The ringmaster's waiting. Right." I didn't want to leave. I felt full and content. Auntie Em was so nice. I wanted to stay with her for a while. "Please, dears," Auntie Em pleaded. "I so rarely get to be with children. Before you go, won't you at least sit for a pose?" "A pose?" Annabeth asked warily. "A photograph. I will use it to model a new statue set. Children are so popular, you know. Everyone loves children." Annabeth shifted her weight from foot to foot. "I don't think we can, ma'am." "Come on, Percy." "Sure we can," I said. I was irritated with Annabeth for being so bossy, so rude to an old lady who just fed us for free. "It's just a photo, Annabeth. What's the harm?" "Yes, Annabeth," the woman purred. "No harm." I could tell Annabeth didn't like it. But she allowed Auntie Em to lead us back out to the front door, into the garden of statues.